What's going on, everybody? Oh my gosh, I have not said that in such a long time. The last time I got on here was December 2021. It is like halfway through April. But I'm back, y'all. I promise I am back. And nothing really deep has happened since I left. Honestly, what happened was I was trying to get the right equipment. As you can see, we got new lens, got some new lighting. We upgraded our stuff a little bit. So I was in the process of finding the right equipment and the right lens. I bought like 3 lenses, had to send them all back. Bought all these lights, had to send them all back. But I wanted all this stuff to be set just right for y'all, just so I can level up a little bit on this channel, you know? I mean, because since we last talked, we gained over 190,000 TikTok followers, or almost at 200,000 on TikTok. We grew 30,000 here. We're about 13,000 on Instagram. So this community is growing. And y'all, guess what? I do have a fan base name for us, a community name for us, but I can't say it yet because I want to debut it a special kind of way. So you all will know, and I'm gonna start saying it in the videos in the future. But for right now, I'm calling it my tribe, my community. So I'm excited that you guys are back with me. I thank y'all so much for being patient with me. And I am so glad to look at the camera again and to give y'all some more analysis. There's some more other stuff we're gonna do too. We're gonna expand this channel a little bit in this season, okay? But enough about my delay and everything going on. Let's get into this analysis, y'all. This is somebody who I have requested several times over the course of the last 2 years. And honestly, I've been nervous to do her because I know that she is a highly sought out person and artist, and people want to know about her voice and understand her voice. And I've been so nervous to talk about this lady, but I said, let's do it. It was a beautiful performance. So I'm gonna get right to it, y'all. Here's Beyonce singing Be Alive at the 2022 Oscars.
It feels so good to be alive. Got all my family by my side. Couldn't wipe this black off if I tried.
So I just want to say this orchestral choral arrangement to this song is phenomenal. I like Beyonce on tenor. I think I like her voice on tenor. I think it sounds so rich down there. She has gotten so many more lows in her voice in the recent years. As she's evolved as an artist, she's gotten so much more lows. And it sounds just very rich down there. I love hearing her sing this. And I think the open chords in this orchestral arrangement, the strings, the harp, all this stuff, it's just a beautiful combination of so many different types of musical backgrounds, musical genres blended into one beautiful performance here.
That's why I lift my head with pride.
Oscars. I want you to tell these people where we are.
City of Compton.
Yeah, I think you can sing it like you mean it. Tell them where we are.
City of Compton.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Now break it down now.
Also want to say even the yells, even those, you know, City of Compton and all that stuff, that was very purposeful. If you notice, there were different sets of pitches. It was a very wide range of pitches. City of Compton. You can hear City of Compton, City of Compton, all these different types of voices saying that to make a full sound right there. That wasn't unintentional. That was very intentional how they did that too. You can even make calls and yells intentional with how you pitch them. You know sometimes in music when you see like the quarter note with the X or the eighth note with the X, it's not really a pitch, but it's kind of give you a ballpark of where they want that stuff to be said at, if you will. So sometimes you'll see even those types of chords or the types of notes stacked in music. That's what's happening here. It was just different calls and different pitches, different yells and different levels, you know? I like it.
Give me some horns.
It feels good. Be alive.
It feels good.
Be alive.
It feels good. I got 1,000,000 miles on me. They want to see how far I go.
They want to see how far I go.
The path was never paved with gold. Yeah.
that she switched the key here to fit what she wanted to do in this moment. I know the original recording, like the studio version, is a little higher. So what? Switch the key. She has every right to do that. Every artist has every right to switch the key to where they need it to be, because you want to do what you can do live and do what you want to do with the music. And so it's her song, her aesthetic. If you want to switch that key, switch the key, okay? Also, like I said before, she has so many more lows and rich tones down at the bottom of her voice than she used to. And I think that comes from just age, maturity, and sometimes even having babies does that. My mother, she's still a soprano. She done had 3 of us. She's still a soprano, okay? We all grown, okay? But you can hear the lows have so much more richness, and I feel like she sings with a little compression. We're going to talk about this compression throughout this video, but there's a little compression. You can hear that growl. I'm going to talk about it some more as we get through this video, okay? Run, pride, whatever it was, I messed it up. But she had the aspirate onset right in the middle of it, that air passing through the glottis right in the middle of that run right there. You can do that in runs. You don't have to have everything super fluid. You can articulate runs in different notes in the run with glottal stops, aspirate onsets, whatever you want to call them. You can articulate your runs with that. That shows level of control, of vocal phonatory control that she has over her voice. That run, and it was smooth. I like Beyonce's ear with runs. I like how it's not always just like, you know, a scale. She does a lot of ins and outs and wiggles and stuff like that. I really enjoy that, because that one run she does in Deja Vu, there's a few runs. She does one in the disco, in the disco version of One Out Only, and Deja Vu, and there's one other song I'm forgetting, but she do see runs in there. I'd be like, ma'am, you are singing, and people aren't catching it, but you are singing.
Do you know how much we have cried? How hard we had to fight? It feels so good. All my sisters by my side. I got all my sisters by my side.
I love how smooth her vibrato is too. It just has such a fluidity in this performance. It just flows like water in this performance. I love that. That black off if I tried, it is so good to me. Black off if I tried. So she went chest, chest, head, head, head. And it was such a distinct difference between the chest and the head voice. The head voice obviously had a little more air and, you know, aspiration in it, and that's okay. So many people want to have their chest and head voice melt and, you know, merge and sound seamless. But I personally am a fan of that transition, that difference between the chest and head. It just gives you some more vocal texture to play with while you're, you know, singing, instead of everything being seamless, everything being the same. No, keep that difference in there. What's wrong with that difference? I love it. And she plays with it well. So the vocal folds were thick, thick, thin, thin, thin. That was beautiful. I love that.
Are you sitting on top of the world again? Huh? I got 1,000,000 miles on me. They want to see how far I go.
They want to see how far I go. There's a little movement on C. See how far I'll go. You know? And this song drives. It just boom, boom, boom. It's that bass drum that kind of gives that march, that drive feel that it really doesn't have like a 2 and a 4, if you will. It just boom, boom, boom. I love that. I love that.
The path was never paved with gold. We fought and built this on our own.
Did you hear that compression right there? We bought and built this on our own. And I'm doing a little bit harder than what she did, but I was talking about that compression earlier. I feel like there's a slight restriction of the false vocal folds, just a little bit enough to where this growl comes in and out of her voice. And I think it's an intentional thing. It's a color that she likes, because when she's in the chest voice spot, she is so thick and full right there. And I feel like she kind of sings with more passion. So then the false vocal folds come together and the air pressure down here increases just a little bit, you know, to where it kind of has an attack, a bite to it. And so that bite results in sometimes having that growl. And that growl is just a false vocal folds coming together with a little bit of back of the tongue. Like I said, I'm not doing as light and as smooth as she is, but that's that concept right there. The false vocal folds coming together in the back of the tongue and a little bit of body use and air pressure that's going to make that growl and that constriction or that color happen.
Can't nobody knock it if they try.
But did you notice she's very articulate? Can't nobody knock it. And the T wasn't hard, but it was heard. Can't nobody knock it if they try. You know, it wasn't can't nobody knock it. You know, and I always tell my clients, clear consonants over hard consonants. Don't try to over articulate. Make sure we hear what you're saying, but make it smooth. Don't overdo it. God, to me, it sounds amateur when people over articulate and stuff like this. Now, if you do musical theater or classical, whatever the genre is, and if the over enunciation is cohesive in that genre, then I say do it. But here, you don't want to over enunciate. You want it to be smooth. It kind of just had that, you know, just kind of had that drive in there, you know?
This is hustle personified. Look how we've been fighting to stay alive. So when we win, we will have pride. Do you know how much we have cried? How hard we had to fight.
It feels so good to be.
Oh, darling, it's a celebration for you, yeah.
That for you, yeah. Woo, I love those transitions. I talk about that a lot when I do videos, the yodel transition. You can hear the vocal folds literally change mass. For you hear that yodel sound right there? The vocal folds are literally changing position in terms of mass or how thickly they're coming together. And it's okay to let that be heard if it's an intentional thing. Now, if you don't want it there, that's up to you. You can change it. But don't let the fact that you can hear your transition between chest and head voice be a hindrance of, oh, I can't sing or it's not good enough. Clearly, it's good enough. It works here. So why can't it work for you? You know, I love for you, yeah. That was just such a nice vocal maneuver right there.
You're doing everything they said you couldn't do. Oh, yeah.
Did you hear that little grit on the, oh, yeah. I don't know what it was, but that right there, it was just a little grit right there. And I think that was more so like a natural effect of how she compresses. But I like that color on her. It gives just a little texture to her voice. I like it.
And baby, lift your head, yeah.
It feels so good to
Woo.
It feels so good to be alive.
It feels so good. You better sing them lows, girl.
I was sitting on top of the world again, huh?
I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. And if you did, don't forget to click subscribe down below and to click the alert button next to it so you know when the next video is posted. And I promise it will be soon, y'all. I'm not leaving y'all again, at least sometime soon. As I always have said, I'm going to continue to say it, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all super soon, I promise.